all of us were hit with a little bit of a political sucker punch. The bad news is that Kamala Harris does not have the same baggage as Joe Biden because whatever we might say, Kamala Harris is a lot younger, and Kamala Harris is obviously not struggling in the same ways that Joe Biden did.
Well, there you have it, guys. JD Vance is having a rough time as the VP pick here. So new audio leaked from I'm thinking a fundraiser. CNN reported on this that JD Vance was pretty much saying that they're not dealing with the same issues that they were dealing with Joe Biden. Now, this doesn't really seem like crazy news, right? Like we all kind of know that. By the way, this is Gray America. I'm your host, Leland. Thanks for clicking on this video. But real quick, this doesn't seem like too crazy, right? I think anybody rational will be like, well, he's only speaking the kind of the truth, right? Kamala Harris is not old. She is not struggling like we've seen Joe Biden struggle. So why is this an issue? It's an issue because in the Trump camp, admitting weakness, admitting that your opponent has an upper hand on you is the furthest thing from what Trump's whole way of dealing with politics is. His way is a strongman approach, bulldoze approach. Nothing affects him. Nothing. He never shows any signs that he's worried about anything. So with JD Vance coming out saying, "Hey, they gave us a sucker punch," Kamala doesn't have the same baggage as Joe Biden did, which is obvious. This is totally bad for JD Vance. So now there's reports that JD Vance may be replaced, that he might get fired. Isn't that wild? Could you imagine a VP being switched out before the election? If that doesn't show that Donald Trump has bad judgment, I don't know what will. Also, JD Vance is going through probably the best meme time on X than anybody. If you don't know what's happening with JD Vance, he was caught searching for woman and dolphin. And the way they found out is that the two words that was highlighted in his video was woman and dolphin. And people on Twitter was like, hey man, you just searched for woman and dolphin. What were you searching for? And then also the sex with the couch, all the memes. The best meme I've seen so far is when I get that feeling, I need sectional healing. Sectional, like in couch. Hilarious. So JD Vance is having a hard time and he's bringing down the Trump momentum after his assassination attempt. He's bringing down anything to do with Trump. And now the new way that the Democrats are dealing with the Trump campaign is calling them just calling them weird. They're just calling them weird. That's the way to deal with it. And it's working. Who knew the best way to deal with Donald Trump is just to call him weird and then let him go and try to prove that he's not. So they're mean girling Vance and Trump, and it's working. The Republicans are on the ropes. They don't know how to deal with Kamala Harris. They don't know how to properly attack her, and it's working for them. And I'm happy that they were able to actually get something figured out here. And also, on top of that, these guys don't know how to really talk about her without without offending most women. You see what I'm saying? So that's the other problem, right? So you have all these people who don't know how to really attack her without trying to offend everyone else. So that's the kind of trick with trying to go against Kamala Harris is that you're going to have a hard time talking about her and not offending other people that in the party. You're not. It's going to be hard to attack her and not attack other people that are women. Let's just say it. It's going to be hard to attack Kamala and not attack all women. Right now, I know there's going to be some people in their party who doesn't care about that and don't associate the two, but there's going to be a lot of independent voters, a lot of swing voters who will care about these attacks on women that they're doing. And even in Fox News, they're screaming, hey, calm down the hateful rhetoric on women, calm down the childless cat ladies rhetoric. But their way of doing it is doubling down, doubling down, doubling down. So to prove to you that Fox News is trying their hardest to help the Republicans tailor their message where it won't offend all women in their party, here's a clip with Senator John Kennedy, who just reminds me of every Southern stereotype character ever. He's like a Disney stereotype character from any Southern movie. But here is a clip of Fox News talking with John Kennedy, and they're trying to say, hey, what you're doing won't help. What you're doing will not win you the election. What you're doing will hurt you with women voters. Stop doing it. But these guys, they don't want to listen. Why would they? And that's the thing they want to do. So here they are having this conversation, and we'll talk about it.
The polling that I've seen shows that many Americans think that the vice president is not a serious person. As I said, that she's a bit of a ding-dong. And number two, that she is a member of the loon wing of the Democratic Party.
And I'm just wondering how you think that will resonate with women when she is called nasty and crazy and a ding-dong and all, and disrespectful between you and the president, what has been said about her. I'm just wondering, do you worry how that comes across? And maybe you draw no distinction between a female candidate and a male one, then that's fair game. But that this could hurt you with female voters with these type of comments.
Well, let me say it again. Sure. The vice president is a candidate for president of the United States. I don't care about her gender. Neil, maybe you do, but I don't. I don't care about her race. I care about her
Then why call her a ding-dong?
And I'm telling you what the polling shows. I'm telling you what the polling shows. And it does. And I'll be glad to sit down with you and walk you through the polls.
Please do, because I never know when it's constructive to call people names, Senator. I just, on the left or the right. But
I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but let me say it again.
Senator, you keep bringing it back to my feelings. My feelings matter a little. All I'm telling you is if you think you can gain this November calling people names, I don't know how far that goes, left or right, but we'll see. It's still early, to your point.
Your feelings seem to me like they matter to you a lot, Neil, and I'm trying to be objective here. Let me say it again.
Are you really being objective, Senator? I just think you've got a bash-a-thon, a name calling at her. If you call that being objective, I don't know. But Senator, I do want to thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having me, Neil. I hope you have a better day.
Yeah, so do I. Hope you have a better day.
Ooh. So, I mean, there it is, guys. Like, you see kind of what's happening between the two parties. Well, not parties, but you see what's happening in that conversation. Fox News is really trying to help them say, stop with the name calling. Do you think that's really going to help anything? And these guys just can't stop it. This is the way they know how to attack her. And it's like you got Trump calling her dumb and calling her a bum. This is the funniest thing. Trump said that Kamala Harris doesn't like Jewish people and she's married to a Jewish man. So they're just throwing everything at the wall as they can. They're grasping for straws. They're looking for a comfy couch to sit on. And it's not happening yet for them. They'll keep just throwing it and seeing what's going to stick. They're calling her a San Francisco Democrat. All these scary buzzwords for conservatives, and nothing is sticking. So you got JD Vance that's like just tanking the Trump administration. Well, not administration. They're tanking the Trump campaign with all his stuff that's coming out with dolphins and couches and childless Catwoman. And then you have the senators and other surrogates going for Trump that's just attacking Harris and is not working for them at all in the polls. Women are being turned off. Kamala Harris on the other side gaining traction, rising in the polls, raising money, breaking records. I mean, so nothing they're doing is happening. And I'm happy to see that these guys are just floundering at this point. Guys, if you like content like this, please like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you check out the other videos that I post today. I'm actually headed to a Harris campaign event soon, and I'll be sharing pictures and my experience with you guys about that. So make sure you stay tuned. So like, subscribe, and share. This is Gray America. See you soon.